Hello from Texas. The concept of using an injectable molding technique to manufacture various parts has been around for over a century. The first injection molding machine was developed and patented by John and Isaiah Hyatt in 1872 for producing celluloid plastic parts. The next half century saw the adoption of this process for the manufacture of items such as collar stays, buttons, and air combs. Over the course of its development, injection molding has been used by designers and engineers for a myriad of applications with various materials, including glass, metal, confections, elastomers, and their thermoplastic and thermosetting polymers to fabricate a variety of complex shapes with high dimensional precision. The evolution of adhesive dentistry with field adhesives and sealants led to the development and discovery of flowable resin composites by a friend and a scientist, Alga Bashagawa, who in 1996 developed Revolution. These first generation flowable formulations designed to simplify the placement technique and to expand the range of clinical applications for resin composites. They were configured by using filler particle sizes identical to those of conventional hybrid composites while reducing the filler load and or increasing the diluent monomers. Unfortunately, these flowable formulations demonstrated poor clinical performance with inferior mechanical properties such as flexural strength and wear resistance compared to their conventional hybrid composites. The filler particle sizes were large, irregular, and unimodally distributed, and the filler content by weight was low. The early attempts to use these resin composites in the posterior region revealed complications such as inadequate wear resistance, bulk fracture, a high polymerization shrinkage and a lack of adaptation to the margins after polymerization, increased incidence of micro leakage with frequent secondary caries and postoperative sensitivity, improper interproximal contact and contour, inadequate marginal adaptation, color instability, poor polish retention, pulpal irritation, and sometimes the potential need for endodontic therapy. Many years ago, I reviewed the past work of Dr. Vincent Musella and his inverse layering technique at the request of a friend, Dr. Alejandro James Sr., using an indirect technique with flowables. But the materials were inadequate. And later, 20 years ago, Dr. John Burgess and Dr. John Powers began studies with these new generation of universal flowables that showed promise. Of course, Gallo and Burgess's clinical evaluation of two flowables in 2006 and 2010 showed promise. However, they were using the wrong flowables, Tetric Flow and Aesthetics, with lower filler concentration. At the same time, I had been using Filtech Supreme Ultra and was having great results, and discussed this with Burgess and Powers. During those initial years, I went to GC in Tokyo and helped develop Genia Universal Flow with a color and Exiclear. In fact, Dr. Nakao, the owner, took me to a private sushi bar in Tokyo after spending several days with his scientists trying to formulate Exiclear with not the best results. And at that meeting, I was showing him the translucency of the wine glass, and we went back to the scientists and they created Exiclear with the translucency of the wine glass. I took samples and went to India and worked on children at the University of Bangalore with great results, and later presented Professor Emeritus from the university. Also, Dr. Powers and Dr. Burgess and I suggested changing the name to Injectables, in which GC complied. And in 2015, Nate Lawson and Burgess and colleagues at the University of Alabama, where I was adjunct professor, did a 2-year randomized study using Filtech Supreme Ultra and reported that this highly filled composite demonstrated similar fracture strength compared to its hybrid counterpart in the hybrid. Also, during this time period, studies by Semino and others reported higher flexural strength than with their conventional counterparts in hybrid. And an in vitro study by Semino and others indicated less wear and the flowables in their study had 61 to 71% by filler weight compared to their counterpart with conventional composite. Initially, I considered in my earlier papers that these were transitional restorations, as you may have read in Quintessence. However, after discussions with Dr. Burgess and Dr. Powers and their clinical and laboratory findings with highly filled flowable resin composites and my clinical findings, I have indicated that these restorations should be considered part of the armamentarium that the clinician can use in everyday practice, because with improved mechanical and physical and optical properties, these specific highly filled formulations are indicated in anterior and posterior restorative applications. This inverse injection layering technique can be used for provisional restorations, pediatric crowns, posterior restorations, provisional restoration repair, resurfacing existing resin restorations, and prototyping during interdisciplinary treatment such as crown lengthening, ovate ponic development, and development of the peri-implant region during implant therapy. Here are two clinical cases, both with Genial Universal Flow, using direct placement and a direct-indirect inverse injection technique with long-term follow-ups. But remember the importance of maintenance visits and finishing and polishing for longevity of all restorations. In 1983, in the Quintessence International, my teacher, Willie Geller, published a paper that polishing ceramic restorations improved the color, the translucency, and the smoothness of the restoration. And in our 3 editions of Aesthetic and Restorative Dentistry, Material Selection and Technique, I expanded this to include composite and also natural tooth structure. My desire in this long-term endeavor is that this technique that has now become revolutionary may provide another vantage point for the clinician and technician in their pursuit of excellence in restorative dentistry. Also remember, this concept is different than direct bonding with composite on multiple restorations because it is more precise and predictable. Thank you.